So hopefully you've got us in ultra wide, which makes me look, yeah. We do very nice. Shh, don't tell Dave. Good evening and welcome to another video from the Rusty Nuts, and we're here at Madford with Bob, and Bob is in primer. Now Dave's on holiday and it's his birthday coming up, so Dave's not going to be here for the next 3 evenings. So me and Mick have come up with a bit of a cunning plan to try and surprise him for his birthday. So the plan is we're going to get the chassis in paint. It's going to be blacked. I'm going to do that tonight. Although when I spoke to him today, he thinks I've got to do the seam sealer and it takes 24 hours to dry, so don't say anything. So it's actually already been seam sealed because Mick did it for us because he's a legend. So what I'm going to do this evening is up on axle stands. I'm going to set you up on a camera and do time lapse because I need to really crack on with this. So I'll show you before and after, and then incorporated into this video is going to be the brake lines, providing all goes well. So we're going to get the brake lines on it as well, and that'd be mint because then it can be rolling. We can sort out the bulkhead, get the bulkhead on there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get the engine and gearbox together and painted as well, which again. So tonight I've just got a little bit of prep work to do. I've just got to scotch pad some areas, blow it off, and then we'll get some paint on it. So watch this space. Welcome back to the secret video, although it won't be secret by the time it comes out, but it is at the minute. So there's no stream on in Madford Engineering at the minute because we don't want Dave to be sneaky and see what we're doing, because as far as he's concerned, I'm watering plants at home or something. So we're here. We've got Mick sat over here. We've got Andy, and we've got well, Sarge isn't here yet, but I'm sure he'll turn up. 9:30 we said, and you know, he's still not here.
No, it's 10:30.
Yeah, so you know, maybe he'll turn up, maybe he won't. But anyway, so today what we're going to do, we've got a list of jobs that we've just spent a bit of time getting together, jobs, parts, and what the plan is. There's going to be an awful lot, thank you sir, there's going to be an awful lot of time lapse, I'm afraid, because we really need to crack on. So we're going to get time lapsing going on, and I'll do a bit to camera when I can. So the wonderful Mick, where is he? He's lost, there he is going to be doing the brake lines for us, because his brake lines are Sexual. So he's going to do the brake line, so I'll set you up on the camera so you can see him do that. Andy is gearbox man. Andy is just here. He's going to be stripping, and then he's going to sort the gearbox out. He's going to strip the gearbox down, seals out, clean it, prep it for paint.
Fix the four-wheel drive.
Fix the four-wheel drive issue that's stuck. But the gearbox itself works quite well. So he's going to concentrate on that for us this morning, get that prepped. I'm paint man, so we're going to collate a list of... we're going to collate parts, and we're going to get them out and then separate them into what needs to be painted into what colour. And then that's my job, just going to get stuff in the booth, get it painted, ready to fit into Bob's chassis that's just here. The engine is looking sexual, which I will insert a little thing just... for us, because he's an absolute legend. So he's painted it in duck egg for us, which is the only colour that these engines should be painted in. That's a fact. So that's ready to have the fan painted yellow, which is...
I took it off yesterday.
Somewhere, it's over there, I think. So we've got that to paint in yellow. I think that's the only thing to go yellow, isn't it?
It is.
So that's ready to go. And then it's just a case of really just cracking on. So let me show you what we've got on the list. We've got whiteboards. Look at this. Mick's got whiteboards.
Hold the camera for you.
Thank you, sir. Right then. Here we have the parts board. And here we have the job board. So first job of the day is to collect all of the bits. Now, unfortunately, because we were rubbish and amateur, we've got bits scattered everywhere. Whereas any job that you see within this fabulous workshop that Mick's done, everything's in little bags with labels on it. So, we're just crap. So we're going to collate all of those parts, get them in here, get them on the floor and on pallets, work out what's going to do. So that's the second job, collate them parts for paint. So we'll separate them into piles of what colour. Prep parts for paint, that's going to be Sarge.
Oh yeah, he's not here.
Yeah. So when he gets here, he's gonna have some proper jobs to do. Strip parts from the gearbox ready for paint, that's Andy. New seals for the gearbox, that's Andy. Prep and clean gearbox for paint, that's Andy. It seems like there's a lot of jobs for Andy. Prep and paint fuel tank, I'll do that. Brake lines, mix on. Paint all that shite is me. Bolt engine and gearbox back together so we can, once they're all in paint, we can bolt them back together. Fit into the chassis, fit the fuel lines and the tank, because the tank we're going to paint gloss black as well. Wiring loom back in and repair. There's a couple of sections of the wiring loom that's Lucas. And then the vent plates for the bulkhead, which are prepped and painted, because I'm going to insert here. So the bulkhead is now in NATO green as well, which looks mint. And there's also the windscreen frame that we've got, which I'll add. Windscreen frame.
It's not a windshield, is it?
No, it's definitely not a windshield because we're not American.
No, we're not.
Prep. Lesage. And then
you've got the accent on the
windscreen paint is me. Okay, so that's the jobs board. That's what we intend to get done today. It may be ambitious, but I think we'll, between us, we're going to get this done. And then the job board. This is the paint code down here. B is for black, S is for silver, and SB is silver and black, as in the two components are different colours. So the engine mounts are black, offside front engine mount taper is black. You'll see all these as we get them together. It's not really necessary for me to go through them all, but that's the parts. There's a lot of parts, a lot of jobs, but we're going to nail this and we're going to get it done, because the whole idea is when Dave comes back, not next week but the week after, we want this engine to be running on the key. That would be the perfect way to sort of celebrate his birthday, because his birthday is beginning of August. So I think he'll appreciate that a lot. So lots to do. There's going to be lots of bits and bobs with time-lapse and cameras. And then I'll come and do a bit to camera every now and then. There may even be some voiceover, Liam. We don't know yet. But we're going to crack on and get it done. Let's do this. Right, bit to camera while you're seeing all of this stuff happening. Mick's just finishing off the front brake line, and then behind me, just here, is Bob's engine. Bob's engine is going just there. We're going to put Bob's engine in.
It's like Challenge Annika, isn't it?
Right, the time is now. Everything is cleaned, everything is prepped. There is nothing left to do but do it. Let's go. Right, it turns out that if you press record on this camera, it records stuff. Dickhead. Anyway, you've got it on this camera here, fortunately, so ta-da! Engine's in. How good's that? I mean, that is monumental, isn't it? Good stuff. So we've got a couple of bits of bolts to do, tighten up now. And then we'll move on to the gearbox. Andy's stripping the gearbox currently. Sarge is cleaning up a load of bits and bobs. Sarge is here, look.
Oh, tell me we found a slight issue with the gearbox.
Oh yeah, we did find a slight issue with the gearbox, that the forks are dancing all over the place. They shouldn't be doing that, so we've got to take the top off it and see whether, hopefully, fingers crossed, the bolt has come loose. It'll make more sense when we get into it, or the fork snapped, and we hope it's not that one. So we're going to find out, strip it down and see. So very good. Andy's stripped all of this back, replaced the seals, cleaned it, and now it's in primer. And we haven't made a decision yet whether it's going to go silver or duck egg blue, but that'll come next once it's dry. So this is the gearbox and transfer box now in primer, awaiting its fate. The cleaning production is taking place. Lesage is cleaning stuff for us. Then we've got the paint booth, albeit a temporary one because the other one's got a very expensive car in it. Extractor, heater, and then we've got stuff at the ready. So this is parts that are already cleaned and ready to have primer on them. I've just got to go over with the airline and blow them clean, and then they'll be ready. So that's what we're doing. We're getting a load of stuff together that's ready for primer, so that we can get that into the booth and get it painted. And then once the primer's on, we can get the glossy black on, and then it can go onto Bob. Excellent. So this is all that's already been painted. That's all in gloss black. This one looks a little bit more matte than the other ones, but that's just because it's quite badly pitted. But it doesn't matter, it's going under the truck anyway, so you can't see it. But all of the panels that you can see, including the brake servo, don't worry about that, that's coming off. There's a new one going on it. Pedal box, steering link arm, handbrake, throttle linkage, throttle pedal, and steering box thing is all painted. Fan's still to go. Engine is in, as you've seen. Andy's looking tired. We've lost Lesage again. He did arrive and then disappeared. But he's got stuff on at home, so he had to go. But he's spent the day cleaning, to be fair to him, bless him. He's spent the day drinking Guinness and cleaning parts up for us so we could get the production going. And basically all we're doing is waiting for paint to dry. It's a bit annoying really, but it is what it is. We're on track to be where we wanted to be, so that's good. The list behind us, I know you probably won't see it, but there's quite a bit ticked off. A lot of this was actually gearbox, wasn't it? There's an awful lot of this one that's mainly just gearbox. So once
2 repairs that we weren't aware of.
Yes, of course, yeah, there was 2 repairs that we had to do on the gearbox as well, which we weren't aware of. The first one, which I did mention when we put the engine in, fortunately was just the bolt had loosened off, so no cracked forks or broken springs, so that's good. Andy went fishing and he caught, so that's good. He knows what I mean. And then, yeah, so we've not actually got that much more to tick off. The aim for tonight was, or today, was really to get engine, gearbox in, brake lines run and bulkhead back on. And I think we'll still get that done, to be perfectly honest. It's literally just waiting for paint. So, yeah, fingers crossed. We'll bring you back in the future. Right then, update. I've got paint all over me, as you can see. Gone round, looks like I've got a black beard. Gearbox is out of the tent because we've got black stuff in here, so let me take you outside. So all of this is now in black gloss, looking super sweet. And look at the fuel tank. Fuel tank's come out ace. And the heater box, Dave refurbed this at home, so he managed to fix it, refurb it. He's done the same with the heater blower motor as well, but that's back at his house. And if I rang him and said, Any chance I could pick that box up? It might raise suspicion. So we didn't say anything about that, but yes, look at that. It's really come up well. So yeah, he's refurbed this at home and he painted it in a matte black. But what we've done is just scotched it and then gone over it with the gloss black while we're at it, because I think it just makes it pop. We've even done the jack. So yeah, all of that's done. Radiators in black. All of these components at the front. This is for the air cleaner. The air cleaner's still outside. We can't get the oil off it to be able to get it in colour, so that'll have to wait for another day, but it is what it is. They're the mounts for the gearbox, so we're waiting on those drying now, and then we should be able to start bolting stuff in, hopefully. Right, that's it. We've got everything's in paint. All of the bits are in paint, gearbox is in paint. But the paint's just a little bit too soft to be able to start fitting, which is a shame, but it is what it is. So when we come on Tuesday, plan is to get the gearbox in, get it all plumbed in, wiring loom in, bulkhead back on, and then see how far we get. So thank you very much for watching this one. If you like it, give us a like, subscribe, all the usual thing. It's been a very long day, We got here at 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 11:30, so it's a bit of a monster day, but we achieved quite a bit. So yeah, links in the description as usual for the merch, the Buy Me a Coffee, the Patreon. You get the message. It's great. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.